What's the best embarrassing fart story you got? I don't think I have one that's like embarrassing regarding farting. But I did shit my pants as a young lad. In my teacher's car. We went to a place called I remember specifically trying to.
Poor baby, dude.
Yeah. So it wasn't an embarrassing fart, but I did shit in my teacher's car. I remember we went. How old was I? I want to say I was around like 10, 11 years old. So somewhere around that time frame, we went on a school trip to Camp Hemlock, and while we were there, of course you know it's a camp, so you're outside doing outdoor activities. So we went out there. I guess we've been out there for a few hours, and of course while I'm out there, I have to take a shit. And come to find out, there's no like porta john, like there's nothing out there. And the whole time, like, I didn't get a binding, did I? Nope, no binding. Unfortunate. But anyways, so I get out there and I feel like I take a shit, and I'm telling all the chaperones, like any chaperone that I can find, like, bruh, I need the bathroom right now. Like, I really need to go to the bathroom. And I don't think they understand. I don't think they understood like how much of an emergency it was. And then eventually it started getting through like the teacher's head that I really had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you poor thing. I feel so creepy.
And mind you, because like I said, it's a camp, so wherever you're doing the outdoor activities, it's far away from like where.
You should have just gone bush, mate.
I mean, I was like 10 years old. I didn't think that I was gonna go take a shit in the woods, right? So I'm just like this. I'm just like this little kid, and of course, like in my head, I'm like, just don't shit yourself. Like, hold the shit till you're ready to go, and you should be good. But anyways, so finally, one of the teachers, you know, they're like, okay, we're gonna take him, or well, you know, they're gonna take me to the bathroom, but that means they have to go back to like the main camp area, and I can't remember how far or how long it takes to get back to camp, but it must have been pretty far because before they decided to take me back, they started asking everybody else, all the other fucking kids, who else needs to go take a shit, or like who else needs to go to the bathroom, right? So in the process of them doing this, I'm like sweating bullets by this point. Like I'm really going to shit myself. Like, and somewhere, like, I remember somebody telling me, like, if you don't think about it, it gets better, and like eventually, like, your body like forgets that it needs to take a shit, and then you're like in a good spot, right? So that worked for a little while, and then I got in the car. I remember I was in the front passenger seat, right? It worked for a little while. I didn't feel like I had to take a shit, but of course the drive back is long. So as we're driving along, I'm explaining this to my wife that there's stages of how badly you need to shit, right?
Yeah, and he has a whole system.
I have a whole system, and it's 4 stages. Once you hit stage 4, you're shitting yourself. Like, you're literally like stage 1, 2, and 3. You can like the
wave goes away.
Yeah, the wave goes away. You can freaking you can basically tell your brain that you don't have to shit, and then eventually it'll calm down, it'll agree with you, and then go away. Like stage 4, you're shitting yourself, right? So little 10-year-old brain me, I'm like, oh, thank God, I finally got it to go away. I'm in the car, we're heading back. Bad idea. In the car, like, in my relief, I relaxed, right? Stage 4 came back suddenly, like really, really, like out of nowhere, and immediately, like, you feel the stomach tightening up, and you're like, this is it. Like, there's no coming back from this. And like, I felt like the turtle head coming, and there was like no strength in my butt cheeks. 10-year-old butt cheeks cannot hold shit in.
Oh, you
so like, I feel it coming, and like it's literally just squeezing out over both butt cheeks, because I'm sitting like this in the chair. Let me show you. Right, hold up, I'm gonna show you. Right, I'm sitting in the car like this, staring straight ahead, because I don't want to make contact with the teacher. She's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting there like this, staring out the windshield, and I'm like, bro, I'm thinking to myself, I'm literally shitting myself right now, and like the shit is like it's spreading over the both butt cheeks, going around.
Oh my god.
And as it finishes, like relief, right? Right? It finishes, I'm done shitting in my pants, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel so good. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh man, I feel so good. And then horror strikes, right? Horror strikes, because next thing you know, you start smelling the shit. You're in a car, you're in close proximity with the driver, and the driver is your teacher, right? The driver is your teacher. You're sitting there in the chair, you're realizing, I just shit my pants. You're just literally sitting there like, oh my god, I shit my pants. And it wasn't even like a little bit, like a little turd on the fucking underwear. Like, I literally shit my pants.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that happens. We continue back to the camp. Next thing, it's a little bit blurry as we get back to the camp.
You fucking blocked everything.
Yeah, I try to block as much, but then the next thing I remember from then, right, is Tweed, thanks for the follow. Next thing I remember from that block of my life is we get back to camp. I don't know if the teacher realizes I shit myself and they just didn't say anything. I don't know if anybody ever talked to me about it.
Knew.
They 100% knew.
They fucking
They
knew.
100% knew I shit myself.
Little Yamorino with fucking shitty undies.
Yeah, but we get back to the camp, right? I like waddle off. I've got shit in my pants. Like, I'm trying not, and I was wearing shorts. I remember that. I was trying to make sure that none of the shit like fell out from my shorts.
Oh my god.
So I'm like waddling back
my
to the
God.
camp, and I'm on my way to the bathroom. And here's the next series of events that's like, I didn't know what to do. So I make it to the toilet. I see if there's any more shit. I do my business in the bathroom. Now I look down, and there's just underwear with a lot of shit in it. Right? There's shit everywhere. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, I can't put this back on and go back to the room, because, mind you, like, at the camp, you don't have private showers. You have like the bathrooms of the camp where like everybody shows up, and you have to change in front, like not in front of them, but like you're changing in like the shower stall area. And I'm like 10 years old. I'm not trying to show my dick to nobody. So I'm sitting there in the toilet, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So big brain, I'm in the toilet. I can flush everything. I take off my underwear, fucking throw that shit in the toilet, flush it, and just run. I fucking run. And that's the end of my memory. I don't remember what happened after that. I don't know if I got like clean clothes and ended up taking a shower, but I don't even know if the fucking underwear flushed. I just threw the underwear in the fucking toilet, flushed that bitch, and ran. I didn't even check on it. So
God.
yeah.
Dude, that is so. If
Yeah.
that had happened to me, I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Yeah. So I don't have an embarrassing fart story, but that was my most traumatic shit my pants story that I remember.